Understanding Ramadan. Now, you might be wondering, why is Ramadan so important? What is its significance? Let's go into it. The importance of Ramadan. Ramadan is the holiest month for Muslims. Why? Because this is the month in which all the divine scriptures were revealed. The Torah was revealed to Moses in Ramadan. The Psalms, Zabur, were revealed to David in Ramadan. The Gospel, Injil, was revealed to Jesus in Ramadan. And the final revelation, the Holy Quran, was also revealed in this blessed month. Allah commands us in the Quran, "O you who believe, fasting has been prescribed for you as it was prescribed for those before you, so that you may attain taqwa, God consciousness." Quran 2:183. So, fasting is not something new. It has always been part of the way of life of the righteous people. But Islam perfects it by giving it structure, discipline, and clarity. Why do we fast? Some people think fasting is about starving yourself or depriving yourself of food and drink. But that's not the case. Allah, our Creator, knows what is best for us, and He prescribes fasting to help us in multiple ways. To attain taqwa, God consciousness. Fasting helps us become more aware of our actions, thoughts, and intentions. To control our desires as human beings, our desires can be destructive. Fasting teaches us self-discipline. To purify ourselves, it cleanses the body, mind, and soul. To develop empathy by experiencing hunger, we remember those who struggle daily without food. Fasting in Islam is well structured. It is not left vague or unclear. We fast for a fixed period, 29 or 30 days, from dawn to sunset. No other religion has this level of discipline in fasting. For new Muslims, how to fast. Now, if you're a new Muslim, you may wonder, how do I start? Should I wait until I learn more? No. Start as soon as you can. Do what you can, and Allah will reward you. Many new Muslims have met, even those who took their Shahada, declaration of faith, just a week before Ramadan, were able to fast. I always encourage them, try your best. If you can't complete a full fast, try half a day. If that's too difficult, try even a few hours. The key is sincerity. Fasting is not just about physical endurance, it's about spiritual devotion. The spiritual: control over speech, no lying, gossiping, or arguing. Control over actions, no bad behavior, harming others, or being impatient. Control over the mind, thinking positively and avoiding sinful thoughts. Even modern science confirms the benefits of fasting. Studies show that fasting for just 3 days can regenerate your immune system. It cleanses the body, removes toxins, and even promotes mental clarity. But the real benefit is spiritual. It brings us closer to Allah. How to start? For those who are new to fasting, here's a simple breakdown of how to do it. Begin with a sincere intention. Say in your heart that you are fasting for the sake of Allah. Start your day with sahur. This is the pre-dawn meal. Eat something nourishing but light. Avoid food, drink, and bad behavior during the fast. The fast begins at dawn, before sunrise, and ends at sunset. Break your fast at sunset with iftar. The Prophet recommended breaking the fast with dates and water. After that, you can enjoy your meal. And most importantly, use this time to increase your worship. Read the Quran, make dua, supplications, and focus on self-improvement. The message of Ramadan. Ramadan is more than just a month of fasting. It's a time for spiritual renewal. It's a chance to reset our relationship with Allah, develop better habits, and become better versions of ourselves. If you're new to fasting, don't be afraid. Take it one step at a time. If you're a seasoned Muslim, use this Ramadan to elevate your faith to the next level. This is the way of all the prophets: Jesus, Moses, Abraham, and Muhammad, peace be upon them. They all submitted to the one God, and fasting was part of their devotion. May Allah grant us all the strength to fast sincerely and benefit fully from this blessed month. Jazakum Allahu khairan. May Allah reward you with goodness. The purpose of Ramadan. Ramadan is not just about abstaining from food and drink. It is about self-discipline, reflection, and connection with the divine. It teaches us patience, gratitude, and self-control. The Quran says, "O you who believe, fasting has been prescribed for you as it was prescribed for those before you, so that you may attain taqwa, God consciousness." Quran 2:183. This verse reminds us that fasting has always been a part of religious life. It was practiced by the followers of Moses, Jesus, and other prophets, and even beyond Abrahamic traditions, we see fasting in Hinduism, Jainism, and Buddhism. Fasting in Buddhism. Now, let's look at Buddhism. While Ramadan is unique to Islam, the concept of fasting for spiritual growth exists in Buddhism as well. Buddhist monks and nuns often observe fasting as a way to purify the mind and body. They typically follow a practice called intermittent fasting, where they eat only in the morning and abstain from food after noon until the next day. The Buddha himself fasted and encouraged his followers to practice moderation and self-restraint. He taught the principle of the middle way, not extreme indulgence, nor extreme deprivation, but a balanced life that leads to enlightenment. The similarities between Ramadan and Buddhist fasting. Although Islam and Buddhism have different beliefs, they share some common principles when it comes to fasting. Self-discipline. Ramadan is a time for Muslims to cleanse their hearts, seek forgiveness, and renew their faith. Buddhist fasting helps monks detach from worldly desires and focus on inner peace. Compassion for others. When Muslims fast, they experience hunger and develop empathy for the poor and needy. In Buddhism, fasting is often combined with acts of generosity and kindness, reinforcing the idea of reducing suffering for all beings. Mindfulness and making supplications during Ramadan. Buddhists meditate and practice deep mindfulness to reach inner clarity. What can we learn from both practices? Ramadan and Buddhist fasting show us that true spirituality is not just about rituals, it's about transformation. For Muslims, Ramadan is an opportunity to detach from materialism, increase in faith, and strengthen their relationship with Allah. For Buddhists, fasting is a way to let go of cravings, develop mindfulness, and seek enlightenment. Both traditions teach us to control our desires, purify our thoughts, and become better human beings. Whether through prayer or meditation, the goal is the same: to achieve inner peace and a higher state of awareness. A universal message. So, if you are Muslim, let this Ramadan be a time for deep reflection, prayer, and self-improvement. And if you are not Muslim but practice meditation, fasting, or mindfulness, understand that we are all striving for the same truth: to overcome our weaknesses, to purify ourselves, and to seek a higher purpose. May this Ramadan be a source of peace, spiritual growth, and understanding for all of us. Jazakum Allahu khairan.